Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. I am Starco Gaming and we are back with another Dragon Champion video. Guys, if you are level 50 or below, make sure to use the promo code Starco to get your own $10 free starter pack for free, obviously. To do so is very simple. You go in the settings, use promo code, and you enter the code Starco, STARKO, you press OK, and you will receive your free starter pack, which include 500 drachmas, 250,000 gold, and other goodies. So make sure to use it to get a huge boost early on in the game to kick in some awesome progression. So guys, today we are launching our first tier list. We're going to be starting with the defender tier list. We're going to be covering all the category along the month, and once all the category are finished, we're also going to have a full Google Docs that you guys can access on the Discord server with all the tier lists that's going to be updated on a regular basis. And also guys, if you want just the defender tier list, it is currently available on the Discord server. The link for the Discord server is in the description down below. Join us on Discord server, come talk, or just come get our tier list or all the best Dragon Champion guides. So without ado guys, let's jump into this tier list and let's see what the fuss is about. Okay, so yep, that's the button I gotta press. That was the button I gotta press. So the tier list, how it works, we have SS, which is the top rank. S is below SS, then after that A is below S, B is below S, B is below A, C is below B, and F is considered garbage, trash, worst of the worst. So we're gonna have pretty much all of that in this tier list, as you can see guys in front of you. So we're gonna start from the top and we're gonna explain our choices, and then at the end we're going to conclude with whatever I got to say at the end, obviously. And if you guys don't agree, if you guys see things differently, let me know in the comment section and tell me why, or jump on the Discord server and talk to me directly there. So let's get started with the number one defender in the game. Kiri. Kiri is a demon defender in the PvE, PvP, and the raid. She is a SS character. She is the best defender in the game without a single doubt. She is awesome in every single game mode, the meta for every single game mode, which is obviously very, very, very important. In the PvP, she has really high tenacity. She has healing, self-healing. She has a self-shield regeneration. She has pretty much everything. If you build her with very high tenacity, she is going to be getting the job done to get that rank 1 in arena, to be very strong in battleground, because PvP include battleground, tournament, and arena. In all those places, she's going to be amazing. And then after that we have Gildraid. Gildraid, if you actually build her with a lot of potency, she's going to be doing a lot of TMR, which is going to allow you to do a lot better work on the actual raid boss you're actually going to pair her against. So she's going to be awesome. So overall, she is a top character, the SS character. She is. Special notes here: best defender in the game can be acquired via the Battleground shop. You pay 600 Battleground token. I forgot how it's I think it's strategy amber, if I'm not mistaken. You pay 600 that for 5 hero stones. So you farm her through there. She was a old battle pass, well, old, not that old, I think she was June battle pass if I'm not mistaken, and now she is available to be recruited through the Battleground shop. Next, second best defender in my opinion guys is Little Betty. Little Betty is a human defender. PvE, she is awesome. PvE include pretty much story mode, legendary battle, and that kind of stuff. Her PvP, she is a little bit lacking, can be useful in battleground, pretty decent battleground, useful in tournament, but in arena she lose a lot of of her grade there. So she get the A in PvP. Maybe could give a A plus here because she still remove buff and stuff like that, which is very useful, and apply blind, which is very useful. And in raid, she is the best raid defender in the game because she does a lot of TMR, she does a lot of blind, so she is amazing for raid. Overall, she's an S character. In the special notes here, Little Betty is recruited via the 3 days event. You will receive 10 hero stone per event. Well, if you complete the event, obviously. She will be your first best tank. She will be your best tank early in the game until you gain access to Kiri. Kiri is stronger in both PvE and PvP, but in raids, Little Betty is still the top meta defender. Okay, so that covers for Little Betty. Next we have Titania. Titania is a health defender, very high dodge on Titania, and the synergy with the elves, it's just ridiculous. In PvE, which include again legendary battle and camping, if you do camping with her, well, during the camping does need a very strong team. She is going to be able to kill it. In PvP, she is the second best PvP tank in the game. Again, it's if she is in a health team. In a plug and play, she is not as good as Kiri or Trumgar, but if she's in a health team, she's definitely going to be better than Trumgar, but not as good as Kiri. In the raids, with my testing in the raid, she was not that great. She was still putting a good fight, but just not enough to get into the S or the SS. She is lacking the TMR, obviously, or the slow. Overall, she is a S tank. She is sadly not currently farmable. If you did not acquire her while her battle pass was active, she is very strong and turned the elves in a very strong team. So those were the special note. And yes, we did not even get the Garrett spending event yet, so we are not even close to get the Titania event. So maybe 1 month to 2 months before we actually get her in the event, then the month later we usually get her as farmable character. So about 2 to 3 months before she is actually farmable, which is going to be a very long time, sadly. I wish that was before that, but this is how it works. Next tanks we have Trumgar Orc Defender. In PvE, he get a grade A. He is not as strong as Titania, Little Betty, or Kiri. I do believe that in PvE, Salvador is stronger than him too. Salvador pair with Hira, obviously. Although he has a very great skills with his regeneration, so self-heals, and his counterattack with his basic ability doing a lot of stun in PvE can actually be useful, but I don't feel he is as solid as Salvador, because Salvador, a shell ability, is just outstanding in PvE. In PvP, Trumgar is the best starter defender for arena, battleground, and low level tournament event. At the top level, he is still one of the best in tournaments. So in PvP, definitely deserve the S. He is not as good as Kiri, but pretty damn close, to be honest. In the raids, he's lacking. Is good for the phase 4 in the raid because of his counter attack, reduce the amount of shield charge the dragon have, but other than that, he's not gonna do good damage. He's not gonna do TMR. He's not gonna stun a guild raid boss, so that kind of take away what it can do in the raid. So we actually gave him an A for that. Could actually be a B, to be honest. And then overall, he is an A+ character. Trumgar is giving away for free via achievements. You do not want to actually farm him through nods or shops. Just wait till you get her. All those achievements is going to come up very fast. The best starter defender for both PvE and PvP, and still have a very good value later in the game too. Next tank we have Salvador, Pride Defender. Salvador is actually really highly underrated in my opinion. In a full Pride team, he is such a monster, really hard to counter unless you have a 0 lead or buff removal in your team. In the PvE is going to be getting an S because his shell mixed with the hero lead that actually give him a talent right at the start. So basically, once he gets his first turn, he's pretty much untouchable because he just does not take damage, which actually give him a huge advantage if you play him properly in PvE. PvP, he is not He's not very good in arena, either in tournament, because he has such strong team you can actually use in those bold game mode. But in battleground, a pride team with him is actually very hard to kill. This is very hard to counter. You either have to use a human team or a orc team with zero lead, which actually take a very good team away from you for that. Or you could also go with the health team that can actually take care of that too. So that take care of Salvador there. In the raids, he is not that great. Good. Even the defensive in the raid, he actually get damage very easy. It seems like the guild raid boss, at least in tier 8 raid, can actually pretty much ignore his shell, because I seen him getting one shot even with his shell up. So definitely does not do as much in the raids. Overall, he is a defender. He is pretty solid overall, and is going to be very useful for you. It can be farmed in arena shop, down of the order 5-3 and the Rage of the Clan 3-9. A very solid tank pair with hero leadership, but without that leadership he is pretty subpar. Obviously he needs that leadership to get that tout and shell going really early together in the fight. Next we have Arno. Arno is a goblin defender. Arno is a pretty decent defender, maybe not the best in the game, definitely better than Atom. He brings a lot of survivability to a goblin team, but sadly it takes survivability away from him in PvE, PvP, and in the raids. He is a great A. He is, you know, average. A means average pretty much, so he is the average tank. At least he is above average, obviously. Arno is currently available in the battle pass. Can also be obtained via the Arno chest for the first 2 weeks of the rocket season, which is the battle pass. After that it will not be farmable anymore for at least 2 months. Arno is a decent defender, better than Atom, but we all wish that it will have better survivability, definitely. So it's kind of is there, you know, but is not worth spending money to get. When it becomes farmable, it's actually going to be a good option to actually get. Next we have Mega Will. Mega Will is a demon defender. In the PvE you have a grade A, PvP B, and the raid B. He is not a bad character, but sadly there are so many defenders that are better than him that we just have to drop him down below there. And also Kiri is so much more powerful than him as a demon defender that I don't really see usefulness of this character, to be honest. Mega Will is farmable via Rage of the Clan 8-3 and Demon Invasion 4-3. With his most recent buff, Mega Will is a viable defender, definitely worth the investment if you do not own a Kiri, especially that you're gonna need him to I don't remember his recruit. Well, you're gonna need a demon team to, I think it's recruit General wow, I cannot General Murdoch, I believe so. I'm not fully sure. I have a blank here memory, guys, but anyway, if you don't have Kiri, you need a defender to actually do that legendary event, so it can actually be quite useful there. Next we have Hilda. Hilda is a panda defender, and yes, I put Hilda above Kinley, and let me explain why in this video. Obviously PvE she A, PvP she is B. In the raid she is B. She gets a total grade of B+. The only reason she gets because, you know, if you take what she can do and what Kinley can do as just as a defender, they are pretty much even. They are pretty much even. She get more shielding than Kinley. Kinley get more HP dodge, so they're pretty even. But the where she actually gets stronger than Kinley is just because she has TMR. TMR is huge part of this game, and because she gets that, she gets a little bit more usability than Kinley. Personally, I did a million tests with her versus Kinley in tower mode, for example, and she was always bringing better result than Kinley. So she definitely above Kinley for me. Hilda is available in tower shop. In my opinion, she has more usability than Kinley, but due to Kinley being much easier to farm Kinley, she'll be recruited before her, obviously. And next we have Atom, Goblin defender. In PvE he gets an A. It's actually not that bad in PvE. PvP, the reliability from his town being behind RNG actually hurts him a lot. If it the talent gets going every single turn, well, the C here become a maybe a A plus, but usually RNG screw you up. And in raids, he gets a B. Again, if his talent does not proc, you get wreck in raids, which is hurtful. And overall, get a B grade. At home is farmable in down of the order 3-6, Rage of the Clan 1-9, and via the tower shop. At home is not really a bad defender, but due to his town being locked behind RNG, he is not very reliable in most game mode except tower mode, since you can restart the fight over and over without consequences. Actually, in tower mode, he is amazing, by the way, guys. Very useful in the full goblin team, especially with the shield he gets from Dr. Frank and his own shield. If his talent just go off and off and off every single turn, that gives you a huge advantage in tower mode, obviously. So there he is actually amazing, but overall he is just below average, to be honest. And next we have Kinley. We already talked about Kinley, so he gets an A in PvE, C in PvP, and C in the raid. He's terrible in the raid. They're really not great in PvP. When it's dodge proc, yes, might actually be good in PvP tournament at least, but usually he's kind of the boss compared to other defender. Kinley shall be the first order defender. Build up to a certain point, it will allow you to progress further into the order campaign, but once you get Little Betty recruited, you will forget that Kinley ever existed. He is farmable in down of the order 4-3, Rage of the Clan 4-12, and via the guild shop. Next tanks we have Kellyan. Kellyan is a health defender, and he gets a overall grade of C in every single game mode. Kellyan is a disappointment to me. He can actually get some work done into health team, but it just does not have anything that's, you know, come out to actually make him worth anything, in my opinion. Kellyan can be useful in the health team to recruit Ember, but not really needed. Personally, I recruited Ember without using a single defender, so you know, you can definitely skip him without too much problems. He is definitely one of the least useful defender in Dragon Champion. He is farmable in a Dawn of the Order 5-9 and Rage of the Clan of 4-3, and I made a typo in this part, and that will be fixed in the next tier list, obviously, which is going to be next month. Next we have Darian. Darian is human defender, and you can see you get F grade everywhere, which is the garbage grade. So we don't have much to say, but Darian is a trash character. They force you to get him up early on the game, which you actually need for some reason. But yeah, until you recruit Kinley, it's like bye-bye Darian. I will never look at you ever again, because he's just a terrible defender. He got a decent leadership though, if you can actually use him somewhere, but I don't really see his leadership to be useful in anything. Darian is the starter defender and needs to be built to help you clear down of the order 4-3 to allow you to start farming Kinley. Once Kinley is recruited, you will throw Darian in a trash can because he is worthless. Worst character in the whole game, but if you really want to know, he is farmable in down of the order 1-6, Rage of the Clan 2-12, and via the guild shop. So guys, that covers the defender tier list. Again guys, I want to get your feedback if you guys agree or disagree with what I'm putting out there on the screen, because your voice actually matter on the changes I will make on those tier lists, obviously. So guys, again, don't forget to drop a like on this stream, not this stream, but this video, because this is literally the only way YouTube knows that this content is awesome. It should be shared to more people. Also guys, make sure to subscribe to the channel for our daily Dragon Champion content. Also join us on Discord server, link in the description down below to gain access to me personally, and also all the best guide and the picture format of the tier list, obviously. So guys, thank you for watching. You keep enjoying playing Dragon Champion, and I will see you guys again in the next video. Thank you.